morning, students. This is 10th standard biology video class, video 6. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson Structural Organization of Animals. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen taxonomic position of rabbit. The binomial name of rabbit is Oryctolagus cuniculus. The characteristic feature of the rabbit, that is, it is a gentle, timid animal, and also move in groups, that is said to be gregarious animal. The living place of the rabbit is burrows. Then we have seen the pygmy rabbit, which is present in the Columbia Basin, which is named as endangered species. Then the external morphology of the rabbit, size, shape and color, body division, that is head, neck, trunk and tail region. Then head, which consists of mouth, external pair of external ear or pinnae, neck which connects the trunk and head region, trunk consists of thorax and abdomen. Then it consists of forelimbs and hind limbs with 5 fingers, that is said to be pentadactyl limbs. Then female and male is also showing the variation in the ventral side. Female which are having the slit is called vulva. The male which are having the penis to remove the urine or pass through the urine outside. A tail which is used to give signal at the time of danger. Then the integument is the outer protective layer which contains different glands, salivary glands, sweet glands, sebaceous glands and mammary glands. Then body cavity divided into 2, thoracic and abdominal. Thoracic which consists of lung and heart. Abdominal cavity which consists of digestive system and urinogenital system. Dear students, today we are going to see the digestive system of rabbit. Dear students, before entering into the topic, once again we go through the external morphology of the rabbit. Pair of eyes, nostrils, vibrissae, external ear which is movable, neck, trunk, pair of limbs, forelimbs and hind limbs, a short tail, both the limbs which are having 5 digits. So this is all the external morphology of an rabbit. Dear students, digestive system of rabbit. So digestive system of rabbit consists of 2 important regions. One is the alimentary canal, another one is the digestive glands. So the alimentary canal which consists of mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, cecum, large intestine and anus. Simply we can able to say that one, it starts from the mouth and end with the anus. Dear students, your mouth is as a transverse slit which consists of upper lips and lower limbs. So the mouth which leads into a small cavity is called buccal cavity. Okay. So the floor of the buccal cavity which is occupied a small muscular tongue which is present inner side of the mouth region. The mouth which contains upper jaw and the lower jaw which bears the teeth. Then after that, the buccal cavity which leads into a small pipe-like structure is called esophagus through the pharynx. So the esophagus or a food pipe which is open into the stomach, followed by a small intestine. Then The cecum is a thin-walled sac present between the small intestine and large intestine. ரெண்டுத்துக்கு நடுவுல இருக்கு. This cecum, which contains the microorganism named as bacteria, which helps in the digestion of cellulose. Why the bacteria which is present in the cecum? That means the food material of the rabbit is plant parts, that is fruit and also leafy region they are eating. The fruit and leafy region which is made up of cell wall which contains the cellulose. To digest the cellulose, the cecum which contains the microorganism, that is bacteria, to digest the cellulose material. Then the small intestine which is open into the large intestine, which is followed by colon and the rectum. Finally, the rectum which is open outside by the anus. So this is said to be the digestive system of rabbit. So everything similar which is present in our body, somewhat they are showing the variation. It consists of alimentary canal, digestive glands, start from the mouth to anus. Mouth which is divided into upper lip and lower lip, leads to buccal cavity. In that mouth region, they are having small muscular tongue. Both upper jaw and lower jaw has a teeth. The buccal cavity leads into esophagus through pharynx. Then this esophagus open into the stomach region, followed by small intestine. A cecum is a thin-walled sac which is present in the rabbit, which contains the bacteria to digest the cellulose material. Large intestine and small intestine are separated by cecum. Small intestine open into the large intestine, followed by colon and rectum. Rectum finally opens outside by the anus. So this is said to be the digestive system of rabbit. Dear students, in the previous paragraph we have seen alimentary canal system. So the paragraph itself we have seen digestive system of rabbit includes two regions. One is the alimentary canal, start from the mouth, end with the anus. Another one is the digestive glands. So this is the digestive glands which is present in the rabbit, or salivary glands which is present in the mouth region, gastric glands present in the stomach region, liver, pancreas and intestinal glands. The secretion of these digestive glands help the digestion of food material in the alimentary canal. And also, the rabbit which consists of upper jaw and lower jaw, it contains the teeth. The arrangement of teeth in the jaw is named as dentition. Next topic is dentition in rabbit. What is dentition? Arrangement of teeth in the upper jaw and the lower jaw or in the mouth region is named as dentition. Teeth is a hard bone-like structure which is used to cut the food material, tear, and also grind the food material. Dear students, before going to see the arrangement of teeth in the mouth region, this is the structure of digestive system of rabbit. It starts from the, dear students, this is the digestive system of rabbit which is start from the mouth and which is end with the anus. Dear students, the mouth which is followed by a small tubular like structure which is present on the right side is named as esophagus, which is open into the stomach. From that stomach, a small intestine is followed. At the end of the small intestine, they are having the cecum, which is located at the left side. அப்படியே வளை வளைவா இருக்கு பாருங்க, spring shapeல. A cecum which contains the bacteria to digest the cellulose material. Then the small intestine followed by large intestine. The small intestine and large intestine are separated by the cecum, or a junction between the small intestine and large intestine is called a cecum. Then the large intestine, which is divided into colon, a sac-like structure, okay, colon, followed by a rectum. The rectum which is open outside by the anus. So this is said to be the alimentary canal system of rabbit. And also this digestive system, which consists of digestive glands, which is present in the mouth region, that is salivary glands, then gastric glands present in the stomach, then intestinal glands, pancreas, and also liver. See that green color, it's said to be the gallbladder, and the brownish red color, it's said to be the liver, and also a leaf-like structure is called a pancreas, which are secreting the digestive glands, which is responsible for digest the food material. So this is said to be the digestive system of rabbit. Dear students, we are going to continue the dentition of the rabbit. What is dentition? Arrangement of teeth in the mouth region or upper jaw and the lower jaw is called a dentition. A rabbit which consists of two sets of teeth. Here, arrangement of or presence of two sets of teeth in an animal is called a dipyodont dentition. Di, which means two. The rabbit which consists of two type of teeth in this life. That's why the arrangement of teeth in rabbit is named as dipyodont dentition. And also it consists of two types of teeth. One is the milk teeth, which is present in the young rabbit. Another one is the permanent teeth, which is present in the adult. So these are all the two type of teeth. But dipyodont, that is said to be, what is that one? Presence of these two type of teeth. What is that one? Milk teeth and permanent teeth, which is present in the life of an animal, is called a dipyodont. Dear students, in our region also, our body region also, in the mouth, we are having upper jaw and the lower jaw, which consists of teeth arrangement. So in our body also, we are having two types of teeth. One is milk teeth, another one is the permanent teeth. So milk teeth அப்படினா பால் பற்கள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. சின்ன குழந்தையா இருக்கும்போது முளைக்கும், அப்புறம் கீழே விழுந்துரும். Then after that will be produce the permanent teeth which is present in the adults. So these are all the two types of teeth which is present in the rabbit. Then the types of teeth is also different. This dentition is called a heterodont dentition. That means in the upper jaw and the lower jaw, which are having different types of teeth. Hetero, which means different. Heterodont dentition means different teeth which is present in the mouth of the jaw region. That condition is called a heterodont dentition. So what are the types of teeth? In the rabbit mouth region, it contains 4 types of teeth. One is incisor, which is denoted as an capital I, canine, capital C, premolar, PM, and a molar. So these are all the 4 types of teeth which is present in the mouth region. This dentition is named as heterodont dentition. Dear students, one important 2-mark question is there. What is heterodont? That means the rabbit teeth has different types. This condition is called a heterodont. That is, it consists of incisor, canine, premolar and molar. What is another one? Dipyodont dentition. That means the existence of or the arrangement of two sets of teeth in the life of an animal is called a dipyodont dentition. That is milk teeth and permanent teeth. Then one more question is also there. Differentiate between dipyodont and heterodont dentition. Kindly note down in your textbook. Two sets of teeth present in the life of an animal is called dipyodont dentition. The two types are milk teeth and permanent teeth. Next one, heterodont. In a life of an animal, different types of teeth which is present in the mouth region, that is called heterodont dentition. They are incisor, canine, premolar and molar. Dear students, this is the arrangement of your teeth in the mouth region of the rabbit. The upper, that is the upper jaw, then lower one is the lower jaw, which consists of 4 different types of teeth. That means at the tip of the jaw, they are having incisor. Then next, they are having 2 pairs of teeth, which is present in both upper jaw and the lower jaw. That is said to be, that is 3, not 3, not 2, 3. Upper jaw which are having 3 and the lower jaw which are having 3. So 3 pairs of teeth which is present in the upper and lower jaw is named as premolars. Another one, next 3 which are present behind the premolars, it's named as molars, which is present in both upper jaw and lower jaw. Dear students, see the one more region that is called diastema. What is diastema? It's a book back question. Before that, we should know, we already learned that the rabbit mouth region consists of 4 types of teeth. Incisor, canine, premolar and molar, isn't it? But see the diagram, incisor is there, premolar is there and molar is also present, but there is no canine. That is a gap between the incisor and the premolars. It's named as diastema due to the absence of canine. Canine is illa. It forms a small cavity between incisor and premolars. That cavity is named as diastema. So, in the rabbit, the canine is absent, which forms the cavity in the upper jaw and the lower jaw between incisor and premolars. That condition is called diastema. So, this is said to be the dentition of rabbit. With the help of this different types of teeth, we can able to write a dentist formula of a mammal. Each mammal having upper jaw and the lower jaw, including human beings. The dental formula is incisor, that is upper jaw 2, lower jaw 1. See the diagram. Upper jaw 2 irukka, கீழே only 1, lower jaw 1. And also sorry to say this, premolars upper jaw 3 and the lower jaw 2 only. Then molars 3 and the molars 3 in the upper jaw and the 3 in the lower jaw. So in the previous lines I told you that premolar 3, not 3, upper jaw only 3, lower jaw premolar it is 2. So incisor 2/1, diastema that is canine is absent 0/0, premolars 3 by 2, molars 3 by 3. So this is the way to write the dental formula of an rabbit. Incisor I, upper 2, lower 1, 2 by 1. C, canine is absent, 0 by 0. Premolar, upper jaw 3, lower jaw 2, so 3 by 2. Molar, both upper jaw and lower jaw 3 by 3. So it is written as 2033 by 1033. So this is the formula for dental formula for rabbit. Here students, I told you canine is absent. Instead of absence of canine, the gap is formed between incisor and premolars. That is called diastema. So this diastema helps in mastication. That is mastication and chewing of the food in the herbivorous animals. That is said to be dentition in rabbit. Once again, the rabbit mouth region consists of upper jaw and lower jaw, which contains teeth. Upper jaw, which consists of incisor, canine, premolar and molar. Lower jaw, incisor, canine, premolar and molar. But in the rabbit, canine is absent. It forms the cavity or a gap. A gap between incisor and premolar is named as diastema, which helps in mastication and chewing of the food material. And also, we have to write the dentition formula of an rabbit. Incisor, upper jaw 2, lower jaw 1. So I equal to 2 by 1. Then canine is absent, 0 by 0. Premolar, upper jaw 3, lower jaw 2. So 3 by 2. Then molar, upper jaw 3, lower jaw 3. So 3 by 3. So the formula is 2033 by 1023 is the formula, that is dentition formula of an rabbit. Dear students, see the another diagram of digestive system of rabbit. It is start from the mouth, then followed by a oral cavity that is called buccal cavity, leads to esophagus via pharynx. The esophagus end with a small bag-like structure is called a stomach. From the stomach, a small intestine is followed. Then from that small intestine, large intestine is formed. A small sac-like structure which is present between the or junction between the small intestine and the large intestine is called a cecum, which contains bacteria to digest the cellulose material. Then small intestine followed by the colon, rectum and anus, that is the rectum which is open in the outside by an anus. So this is the digestive system which is start from the mouth and end with the anus. Dear students, next we are going to see the respiratory system of rabbit. Respiration, that is taking in oxygen and liberated carbon dioxide, is the important metabolic activities which is present in all the living thing. In the rabbit, the respiratory system is taken place by a pair of lungs which is present in the thoracic cavity, that means chest region. The color of the lungs is light pink in color, which is made up of spongy tissues present in the thoracic cavity. The thoracic cavity is bound dorsally by the vertebral column and ventrally by the sternum. and also laterally by the ribs. So these are all the three regions which connected the thoracic cavity. Inner side of the thoracic cavity only we are having the pair of lungs. So thoracic cavity bound dorsally by the vertebral column, that is backbone. Then ventrally, that means at the hip region, that is said to be sternum, and also laterally by the rib cage, marbukudu, rib cage. On the lower side of the thoracic cavity, that means above the stomach region, that is said to be thoracic cavity, is the dome-shaped structure is called a diaphragm. So with help of the diaphragm only, the respiration is taken place. So a diaphragm which is present at the lower side of the thoracic cavity. Dear students, this is the respiratory system of rabbit. This is the lungs in rabbit. It starts from the larynx or vocal box, which is present at the base of the buccal cavity, followed by a tubular-like structure, which contains ring-like structure, is called trachea or respiratory pipe. At the end of the trachea is divided into two branches, that is called bronchi. Each one which is open into the pair of lungs, that is left side and right side. The lungs which are having the two lobes, both the lungs which are having the two lobes, right side lungs having the anterior lobe and also posterior lobe. Likewise, the left side lungs also having the anterior lobe and the posterior lobe. So this is the lungs of a rabbit. Each lungs which is enclosed by a double-walled membrane is called a pleura. Dear students, this is the lung which is covered by a outer protective layer or membrane is called a pleura. Then the atmospheric air which is passes through the external nostrils which is present above the mouth region. Then and the nasal passages into the pharynx. From this external nostril, it is entered into the nasal path and it entered into the pharynx. So this pharynx, it passed through the glottis into the windpipe. So the air first enter into the external nostril, then it passed through the nasal passage and enter into the pharynx. From this pharynx, it passes to the glottis and to the windpipe, that is respiratory pipe or windpipe, which is named as, what is that one? Trachea. See this one, the anterior part of the windpipe is enlarged to form a box-like structure is called a voice box or larynx. Dear students, so this is, see the diagram, at the top a small U-shaped structure is present there, is the box-like structure which leads by the windpipe, that is named as larynx or voice box. This voice box is made up of with a ring-like bones is called cartilaginous plates. Inside the larynx, they are having the vocal cord which makes the vibration result in the protection of sound. So, your larynx is the voice box which is present in the anterior side of the windpipe. It is otherwise also known as footpipe only. In the digestive system, it is named as footpipe. In the respiratory system, it is named as windpipe. Okay. So, the anterior part, that means topmost part of the windpipe, form the vocal box, that is larynx or voice box, made up of 4 cartilaginous plates. Inside the voice box, they are having the vocal cord. It vibrates and produces the sound. Then the voice box leads into trachea or windpipe. So this is the respiratory system. That means organs which is present in the rabbit. Dear students, the windpipe or a trachea which are supported by the ring-like structure is called cartilage, bones, which helps in the free passage of air. Then a small opening is called epiglottis, prevents the entry of food into the respiratory pipe through the glottis. Because in the previous paragraph, we have seen that one, the air which passes through the external nostrils and nasal passage, then pharynx. From the pharynx to it is pass on to the glottis and into the windpipe, isn't it? So windpipe otherwise named as what is that one? Trachea. The wall of the windpipe or a tracheal wall made up of with rings of cartilage which helps in the free passage of air. And two more question is there. What is the function of rings of cartilage which is present in the trachea? The tracheal walls are supported by rings of cartilage which helps in the free passage of air. காற்று ஃப்ரீயாக போகிறதுக்காக எது ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது? A cartilage, rings of cartilage which is present in the windpipe or trachea. Then another one, the epiglottis prevents the entry of food material in the trachea through the glottis. That's why I told you this windpipe is also act as a food pipe, but at the time of glottis only, at the region of glottis only, it is divided into windpipe. So the epiglottis which is present in that region prevent the entry of food into the windpipe or trachea through glottis. So the trachea is again divided into two branches is called bronchi, each one entering into the each lungs and divided into further branches is called branchioles, which end in small sac-like structure is called alveoli. Then the respiratory events are divided into two processes. One is the inspiration, that is breathing in oxygen, and expiration, that is breathing out carbon dioxide. So the allowing exchange of the gases is taken place by the process is called inspiration and expiration. Inspiration is automatically taken place, active process, but expiration is the passive process. It needs certain energy to liberate the carbon dioxide outside. That's why the expiration, it is named as passive process. So dear students, these are all the different process and function which is taken place in the respiratory system of lungs. I hope have you all understood how respiratory process is taken place in rabbit. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best children.